Lacey Fletcher's life was marred by adversity from an early age. Diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, she faced relentless bullying during her high school years, prompting her parents, Sheila and Clay Fletcher, to withdraw her from school and opt for homeschooling. Despite the challenges she faced, Lacey's life took a devastating turn when her cognitive health began to decline. At the age of 24, Lacey's cognitive health deteriorated to the point where she became unable to leave the confines of her family's couch. Instead of seeking medical assistance for their daughter, Sheila and Clay Fletcher made the fateful decision to leave her in these conditions. What followed was a prolonged period of neglect and suffering that defies comprehension. The conditions in which Lacey was forced to exist were nothing short of appalling. Left on the couch for years on end, surrounded by her own waste and infested with vermin, Lacey's physical and mental health deteriorated rapidly. Her body, once vibrant and full of life, wasted away under the weight of neglect, with her muscles atrophying and infections taking hold. It wasn't until January 3, 2022, that Lacey's plight was finally brought to light. Sheila Fletcher's call to 911 revealed the horrifying truth of her daughter's death. Emergency services arrived at the Fletcher residence to find Lacey's emaciated body fused to the leather couch, a stark testament to years of unimaginable suffering. The case of Lacey Fletcher shocked the nation with its harrowing tale of neglect and abuse. On January 3, 2022, emergency services responded to a distressing call from Sheila and Clay Fletcher, who reported finding their daughter, Lacey Ellen Fletcher, dead on their couch. What they discovered was a scene of unimaginable horror, sparking widespread media attention and a profound sense of disbelief. In the aftermath of Lacey's death, Sheila and Clay Fletcher were charged with second-degree murder, facing the full weight of the law for their heinous actions. However, a plea deal saw the charges reduced to manslaughter, sparing them from a potential life sentence. On March 20, 2024, they were sentenced to 20 years in prison, a punishment that many believe pales in comparison to the magnitude of their crimes. The case of Lacey Fletcher serves as a reminder of the vulnerability of individuals with disabilities and the catastrophic consequences of neglect and abuse. It has sparked widespread outrage and calls for reform in how society cares for its most vulnerable members. The emotional toll on those involved in the investigation is immeasurable, highlighting the need for greater support for those tasked with confronting such unspeakable horrors. The story of Lacey Fletcher is a tragic chapter in our collective history, one that serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the capacity for cruelty that exists within us all. As we grapple with the aftermath of this senseless tragedy, may we never forget the preciousness of every human life and the imperative to protect those who cannot protect themselves.